You are nice because you've been pretty positive every time we've had you on the show about the Wizards, and they finished with an awful record. But we knew this going in, that this is part of kind of the long-term rebuild of this team. They land the number 2 pick. Do you have an early vibe as to who they might be looking at, what they might be looking to accomplish?
I would love to give you that extremely valuable knowledge. However, that's a good question for Will or Ted or anybody else in the front office. I don't get privy to that knowledge, man. But you know what? The thing that I did see is that you had Bilal Coulibaly representing them at the draft lottery. That speaks volumes to me because he was a rookie coming in. And for him to make the presence and the announcement of him coming into the league, he was a professional coming in before he got to the NBA, playing overseas. And to see the absolute just uptick in his minutes, his playing value, his ascension really into the NBA as a defender, a knockdown three-point shooter, and also attacking the rim. I want to see him take the next step in this next year, regardless of who they pick as number 2. That's a great draft pick coming. Now I want to see him mold into this team, into this core of this team, and really start to take steps in the right direction because, we did press the reset button. But you know what? It takes time. It's not going to happen in 1 year. It's not going to happen in possibly 2 years. You're going to have a little bit of a maturation process for these young players.
Yeah, Jason, talk about that mindset where Will Dawkins and company and the scouts, they're not looking at finished products. I mean, Bilal Coulibaly doesn't turn 20 until July of this year. Like, he's far from a finished product, much like everybody they're scouting for this upcoming number 2 pick, whoever they'll be scouting at the top of the 2025 draft. So what's that like? What's that mindset for scouting these unfinished guys that they're hoping blossom into complete players?
Well, the biggest thing is really potential. You don't want a guy who's peaked, who's at the best that he'll probably ever be. I think they did a great job in getting Bilal. Everybody kind of didn't have him on the radar just because Victor Wembanyama, rightfully so, he takes the majority of the attention. But Bilal came into the NBA, and even I, myself, I was kind of like, what are we thinking taking this type of player? He's not proven offensively. We don't know what kind of player he is. Guess what? I was proven wrong. I apologize, Bilal. You are through and through a professional. He learned every single day in practice. He came into Summer League with an eagerness to willingness to go out there and compete and learn the NBA offenses. But also going into the regular season, preseason, I really realized that he knows his role. He's a rookie. He's not going to get many offensive touches out there, but the way that he can stay on the floor is playing defense. And then being in the right spots when Kyle Kuzma or Tyus Jones was driving down the lane, kicked to open threes in the corner. And that's how he made his living in his first year. Now, granted, as the year went on, he got more and more opportunities to go out there and show his offensive capabilities because he was a monster on the defensive end. He was challenging the best player on the opposing team. He was getting steals. He was getting out in transition. And he really melded into what the offensive schemes were on the offensive side as well as the defensive side, playing good defense. He may have gotten beaten a couple times, but guess what? He learned from that. He watched video, countless hours of video throughout the entire season, and you saw the evolution of him. Yeah, you're going to make some mistakes, but that's a rookie. Now going into his second year, I want to see how he learns from those mistakes and all that video knowledge and all that experience that he gained from his first year.